this, so just a notice to all attendees and delegates that are at this meeting that this meeting is indeed being live streamed and will be archived on the ACRD's YouTube page. And just want to recognize that we are, at least I'm connecting in here from the traditional territories of the Sashat and the Hupetchis First Nations, and to appreciate that fact, I know many of you on the coast are connecting in from Ucluelet territory, and maybe even further abroad. So thank you all for being here today, and we really appreciate the ability to hold this meeting here in the space. I would like to see if somebody would be willing to volunteer to chair the meeting, but beyond that, I can help us navigate the two applications we have on the agenda. Is somebody interested in being the chair? I see.
Is it okay if I chair?
You no, sorry, it has to be an APC member. Sorry about that. I appreciate the enthusiasm.
I can do it if no one else wants to.
Awesome. Thank you, Nikki.
Although, if anyone else would like to, no? Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to look at this agenda, Alex, and go from here. So is everyone happy with the agenda as presented? Yep. Thank you. Oh, I guess we should check for quorum, Alex. Do you know the number for quorum?
I don't have the number in front of me. It looks like we have 5 members here, if my count is correct. So that will be quorum.
Okay, thank you. It looks like we've approved the agenda. You have here around declarations and conflicts of interest. Yeah, conflict of interest. Does anyone want to declare anything? No? Okay, moving forward. We don't have any minutes, but I guess at our next meeting we will. No correspondence. And so I guess we move on to item number 6, which will be planning applications. And we'll start firstly with the Lost Shoe Campground, which I guess over to you, Alex.
Thank you so much. Yes, this is a temporary use permit renewal application. So this is one that's been before the board previously. This is the property at 2660 Tofino Ucluelet Highway. As Nikki had mentioned, the Lost Shoe Campground. So we do have Glenn Pekinen, who's one of the owners, one of the 4 owners of the property. What they are looking to do is apply to renew their TUP, which allows for 49 campsites on the property. It's a mix of 34 either unserviced or partially serviced hydro sites and 15 fully serviced sites for both long-term and for nightly rental. Essentially a continuation of the operation that is there right now. The property itself right now is zoned mixed accommodation commercial, which allows for a mix of campgrounds and cottages. In this case, the owners don't want to proceed with any of the cottage uses in that development, and want to proceed with a little bit higher density than what's allowed in the MAC zoning. So that would be the reason for the TUP. It is a larger property, just under 6 acres in size, well developed in terms of being campground. It's been there for a long time. I will highlight that there is a Type 3 engineered sewage disposal system that was installed in 2011, and we have all the paperwork included in the application package here for you from Island Health regarding that, as well as the water supply. So they have a small communal water system that they operate to service the service sites, and they have the permit to operate that from Island Health. With paperwork included. Again, that was originally granted in 2013 and has been kept up to date as well. The property is within the Ucluelet Volunteer Fire Protection Area. Under that agreement, we have to service the sites between the Ucluelet boundary and the junction. And the access there's internal access built throughout the property, but the Ministry of Transportation and Transit do require a commercial access permit, and that is a requirement of the TUP as well. So that will be something that we ensure to bring forward if this moves to the next step. That next step that staff are recommending would be that the board proceed with a neighbor notification process. So this would be the first kick of the can for the TUP. If the board is supportive at this stage, we would be sending out notices to all the property owners and residents within 100 meters of the property. and to the District of Ucluelet, Ministry of Transportation, and the Ucluelet First Nations as well. Now, all of the conditions of use that are proposed are outlined in the report. They largely match what was in place when this TUP was last issued in 2022. There are some additional wording around access and making sure that there's suitable access for emergency vehicles and the like on the property. But otherwise, in staff's view, it has the campground has been operating in compliance with the terms that have been in place. There's not a lot of complaints that we receive about the operation of that, and there is an ongoing demand for that legal and safe camping areas on the West Coast. Obviously, as we know that, both in consideration of the vacation uses out there and the temporary housing requirements that are needed for short-term staff housing as an example. So the staff recommendation would be that the board move ahead with that public notice in December, and then bring this back in January before making a final decision. Did you want to add any comments to that, Glenn?
No, just want my part to be a campsite. And I won't be running it. It'll be probably running it for about 5 months of the year, maybe more. Once I get electricity down there, then I'll probably run it. There's people phone me every month until I get a caretaker down there and a caretaker's residence. Because otherwise it's pretty hard to run it. If I live here and, I got to go down there. I usually just go down there for 5 months of the year. Everything's been working well so far. This time I would need electricity, and that's coming up. It's I talked to Fred, Fred
Gray.
Fred Gray,
Yeah.
and he's ready to install the 400 amp service out there, which would be beneficial to me. I did put in the infrastructure for the half the sewage system and half the water system, so I still want to connect with that. I haven't connected with that yet. Now the water system, yes, but not the sewer, the septic system. So I want to connect with that, which I have every right to. So.
Okay. Appreciate that.
Yeah, that's what I need the electricity for.
Okay. Any comments or questions on the application for us? Terry?
I think that I'm totally in favor of his application, and I think it serves a purpose in the community, and I'm sure it provides some accommodation for seasonal workers when it really seems to be a struggle for people to find a place to live.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Any other thoughts? Janet and company, I love the you two get together for the Zooms. That's my favorite part about this. So you make a good team.
Thanks, Alex.
No worries. Any other comments, or would somebody be interested in putting forward a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept Glenn's application.
I think should the motion say that we recommend that this application goes forward to the board so that they can then look at proceeding with the process to notify neighbours? Is that more of the motion that you're looking for?
Yeah, I mean, that would be the staff recommendation for sure. That would be the next step in the process. So, support the application as presented. If that's the intention of the committee, I think that's appropriate wording, as you mentioned.
Okay, so all those in favour of supporting the application as presented and for proceeding to the next steps, please go ahead and vote, or wave, might be easier. Okay, That's passed. That's unanimous. So yeah,
And
that's
Nikki, you seconded that motion, did you, Nikki?
oh yeah, I can second.
Okay.
I always forget to second. It happens all the
No
time.
worries.
Ladies see me in action before, I always forget.
No worries. So just so you know, Glenn, so this would go to the board on December 10th, which is next Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then they'll vote on whether to move it ahead to the neighbors, and then we'll go from there. We'll let you know how that goes. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I should keep in touch with Charity. Eh?
Yeah. Yeah. You can follow up with Charity, and we can let you know how that's
I
going.
haven't had a discussion with her for a while. I guess I should about time.
Fair enough. Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. So if we move on to our next item on the
Thank
agenda,
you.
which is another TUP for 232 Albion Crescent. Do you want to give some background, Alex?
Sure, happy to do that. This is, as Nikki had mentioned, another temporary use permit application. This was actually one that the board had issued a temporary use permit for a short-term rental to a previous owner in 2022, and the ownership has now changed. So this is one that this group has seen before. Essentially, the use would be limited to the main floor of the home, and the one of the property owners would reside on the property while it's being operated as a short-term rental to act as the caretaker. This property is one of the lots in Millstream, so it's 0.4 of an acre. With as I mentioned, has been operated for some time. The septic system was that is installed on the property was certified by the registered on-site wastewater and wastewater practitioner in March 2022. So that is well looked after, and then it's also connected to the Millstream community water system. There are a couple development permit areas that impact this property. It's within the tsunami inundation zone that the OCP notes, as well as the coastal riparian area protection. But there's no development proposed at this time. There's an existing house on site, and it would just be the use of the existing house. So no issues there. The occupancy would be limited to a maximum of 6 guests at the site, and with that, there would be dedicated off-street parking that would be required. The short-term rental use is limited to that one portion of the house that would be dedicated for that within the main living space, and the 3 bedrooms on the main floor of the house. It would require that the hosts would register with the province under the BC Short-Term Rental Accommodations Act, and that's the host register that the province requires, and that the owner or caretaker either live on site. In this case, they plan on doing that, or be available to attend if needed. The permit would be valid for 3 years, and if there's a change in ownership, as there was on this property, then we'd be looking at the application again. At this time, the recommendation is that this move to the neighbor notification. As I mentioned, it has been operating. There hasn't been any complaints or issues with the operation of that. I'm not sure how well it's been used, but at minimum, we haven't heard anything bad about it, and the neighbors would have another opportunity to discuss it. And yeah, I think I'll leave it at that. And I see Charles Reed here, and Lucy he too as well. So Charles, if you'd like to add any comments, I think that would be a great time.
Yeah, no, that's great, Alex. That was really well explained. I think I don't really need to add anything. Yep, thank you very much for. Yep.
Okay. Thank you. Any questions for myself or for Charles?
I do have a question, Alex, for Charles. Is it the intention that it will be one booking up to 6 people in there, or will you be splitting the bookings so that maybe you could have 3 separate bookings there? Because I'm interested in, is this going to be kind of like a mini hotel that we've seen in other areas around here, or is it just one booking per floor? You're not going to have more bookings than that in the vacation rental?
No. It's one booking at a time. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yes.
So we're not having multiple different.
And we are strict on the number of cars to come in. And yeah. it's one booking at a time. Absolutely, yes.
That's a good question, Nikki, and I will highlight that the temporary use permit will limit it to one at a time as well. So that is certainly our intention, is that these types of things that, if they want to be operated as a bed and breakfast where individual rooms are rented, that's fine. That has to be clear in the application. This would be the self-contained suite that would be rented out.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Does anyone else have a question? Yeah, Lucy.
Just to, I read the summary, I think, from Alex. I just want to say that what is for rent is the main and upper floor.
Okay.
Because the bedrooms are 1 bedroom on the main and 2 bedrooms on the upper floor. And Charles lives in a separate suite downstairs. He already lives there full time.
I got you. So the
So,
3
and-
bedrooms are split across.
Yeah,
This
there's
is the
1
main floor and
bedroom
that.
on the main floor and 2 bedrooms on the upper floor. It's pretty clear on the house plan that we provided.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
and well, that's it. And we're not gonna rent a room by room. It's gonna be one family and between whatever 2 and 6 person. No intent of having multi-booking in the property. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jen, did you have a question?
Not so much a question, but it was more of it's good that someone will be living on site. You'll be dealing with the garbage, because I know there's a bit of a bear issue with the neighbors' garbage enclosure there. It gets broken into quite often. I think just with possibly 6 people in a rental, you're going to have a lot of garbage. So I just wanted to make sure there's somebody on site kind of managing that side of things.
Yeah, absolutely. We do. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Does anyone else have anything to add? Janet or Julie or Terry? No. Yes, go ahead, Terry.
Well, it's a continuation of the previous permit that was given to the old owner, correct? And I think that it's probably fine as long as it's okay with their neighbors and there hasn't been any problems.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you very much.
Okay. So I can ham-fistedly make another motion if you like. So I'm guessing that the motion would be to support the application, moves forward through the process and is presented to the board, and that then they will proceed with a neighbourhood notifications. So have someone willing to make the motion? If you twitch, I'm going to say.
Sure, I'll
Thanks,
make that
Terry.
motion.
Do I have someone that's willing to second? Okay, thanks, Jen. Anyone else got any other questions or comments? Okay, all those in favour, please raise your hand. Thank you very much. That motion passes. So thank you guys for joining us. And yeah, over to Alex, who can sum up what's next.
Thank you so much. Yes. And Charles and Lucy, thank you. As I mentioned to Glenn here, the next meeting is December 10th. So the board will have a chance to vote on it then. It is a public meeting. You're able to join and listen in if you'd like. You won't have an opportunity to speak at that meeting, but certainly if there's any board has any questions, then we'll be holding off on it to ask those of you. But certainly expect that the board will likely proceed with that neighbor notice, and we'll see what the neighbors have to say and then bring it back in January.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Alex. Have a great night.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Unless there's any late business.
Can I just ask a question about the
Please, Lucy.
neighbor advice? Is that posted? Is it in a newspaper? How does it work?
Yes, good question. So we do mail out a notice.
Oh, you mail out, okay.
To everybody within 100 meters, and we also post a notice in the newspaper. So there'd be a notice in the Westerly, out there and mail out to everybody within 100 meters, which would be a good number of your neighbors in the Millstream area.
And what is the response time period for the neighbor to
Give about 20 days for that.
Okay.
So probably a bit more over Christmas, just recognizing the staff holidays in there. But yeah, they'll have just short of a month to respond.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Anything else anybody want to bring up, or are we good with that? Appreciate you all taking your time. There is going to be an OCP update meeting in the new year as well, just so everybody knows. I know that I'm sure you're interested in where we're at with that project. I guess this would be under new business or late business. I'm just taking it upon myself to give you a quick update. We are working on a draft right now. So the next time we come back to this group, we'll have the draft OCP document with us, and we'll have we'll set aside some time to come out to the community and have a good meeting about that, and try to set something in place. So when we go back to the public again, we'll have something a bit more concrete and go from there. Awesome.
Thank you very much to the board and the staff. Have a good night.
Well,
Thank you.
thank you, everybody.
Okay, so I guess we're on item number 8, which is the adjournment, which would be at 5:54. Yeah. Okay. That's it.
Thank you all. Enjoy the